Ardarion says hello guys, I'm Ardarion.
Hello, guys. I'm Ardarion, and welcome to a very special episode. Today, we will be taking a world tour on my survival world. So, this is a world that I have started a long time ago, many years ago, in fact, and I just recently came back to it because I decided why not continue the projects that I started here. And I will be showing you guys these projects in this very episode, so strap in for a bit of a longer one, as we will be taking a look at the various builds that I've done here in a couple of different areas, and yeah, I'll be talking about a bit over explaining what everything is. And we will be talking about some projects that I have in mind for this world. And there is a very real possibility that in the upcoming survival series, we won't be starting a new world, but in fact, we'll continue work in this world right here. So that wholly depends on what you guys think about it. Instead of watching me go through the early game again, we could just join this world in which we have, diamond tools, and we could get straight to the fancy projects. So that's basically the idea, and we're going to go to sleep now because the sun is going down. But before it does, let me briefly talk about this area that we have going on here. So this is the spawn point here on this square, in which I inscribed a rune, my favorite rune, here in the pattern. And we also have a nice spawn hut build here, and it just has some basic materials for me to grab if I die spontaneously, don't have a spawn point set, and I just start here and go out and to my base further on. So I think there should be a bed here. Again, I haven't played on this world, or I have played on this world for a while, but I haven't visited this early area, let's say. Oh, we don't have a bed. Okay, that's a shame. So we'll have to rush to the proper base and check it out. Okay, so there isn't a bed here. I should have thought about that. So let's just continue and hope that no one kills us. So this is the spawn area, and we're going through this little pathway over to this nice little bridge. And here we come up to a glitchy chunk. So when I updated the world in one of the previous versions, a chunk from elsewhere in the world just got pasted here in the middle of the road. Oh, I hear phantoms coming, that's not good. And yeah, basically I haven't gotten to making a path through here yet, digging this out, so it's a project I need to do finally. And also the area that was copied had a sort of sky railroad, and as you can see, a part of it also got pasted. Why can't I hit this guy? Yeah, there we go. So the railroad is way over there. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, and it started raining. Brilliant. Yeah, there is a railroad there. I don't think if you can see it. Okay, so here we come up to the main area, and we should really go to sleep now. So this isn't the main area for the world right now. This was the main area back when I started playing in maybe, what version was it, 1.8, 1.7, I don't know. So yeah, these don't really work that well anymore, so we're just gonna go here through the stables, and we have a little stairway to the copper mine. Okay, so I think, yeah, we have a bed here, so we can sleep finally, and take a look at the outside one more time in the daytime and watch the phantoms burn, or just shoot them. Oh no, he's dead. And the rain cleared out. Brilliant. Okay, so let's jump down here and take a look one more time. So we have a lot of reeds here. These have been blocked with string so that they do not grow, so that the after is somewhat smoother. I don't really need this reed now. I could just punch it out, but I'm too lazy, and I don't really visit this area anymore at all, really. So this is some animal pens that I've built early on in the game. They provided me with the first source of food early on. And if we go here to this little place, we realize that there is a hidden entrance, a smaller entrance. And yeah, we have a fishing rod here, so this was my fishing spot. And if we go through here, we have a mob grinder. Yeah. So nothing fancy, just a couple of layers, 2 or 3, built into the mountain. But we have a fair amount of drops. Of course, these chests are empty because I transferred almost all of the drops back to the new base, which I will show you in a moment. Okay, but let's take a closer look around here. So what do we have here? We have a basic little farm here. I think there was a button to extend our lever, yeah. Oh, great. That's a major design flaw right there. I have to punch out the wheat. Okay, yeah, we don't really need that cluttering our inventory, so we'll just throw it. But yeah, that's early farm that I built. Here was an automatic fishing setup, but this is broken now. Unfortunately, it would automatically dispense fishing rods at you, and you would just keep on right-clicking and fish automatically. And also there is the mine here, the mine area, so you could just drop down on those slime blocks, and then you have this minecart ladder over here that also doesn't... Oh wait, it does work. Really? So you could just... I tried building this in another area and it didn't work, I swear. So this is really weird that this one works but a newly built one doesn't. Weird. Okay, so just close it so that we don't fall inside. And here we have a little enchanting area with a villager, a cleric trapped here. And this was a automatic chicken cooker, but all of the chickens disappeared in one of the updates, so yeah, but we still have chests upon chests of cooked meat, half of which I've already stolen for the new base. Okay, but do we have enough? Or yeah, we should grab one of those mine carts, we're gonna need it, so let's just snag one, yeah, from here. Snatch one, rather. And we'll go on a bit of a minecart ride. So if we go here, we have a little unpolished area. Oh, okay, we had already a minecart here, so let's just place this one here. And we're gonna on a roller coaster ride. So we have the... Here I cut down trees previously, and this is the part that got copied over there, I think, here, yeah. And now we are approaching my... Oh, some of those chunks. We're approaching another area. Yeah, I don't think it's fully loading. What's going on? Yeah, okay. So this is another area. Skeleton farm. So we have a nice little hut over here. Yeah, the bed was here, not at spawn point. I thought there was a, a bed upstairs, but it was here after all. So we just walk here, drop down, and we have a little skeleton farm. So this no longer works, this elevator. The spawner is somewhere here, and I would have to build a different elevator by basically this elevated them up and drop them down here. And I have a whole brewing setup here that gave me healing potions that I would throw at them and hold a looting sword, so that's the way I get more drops. And here I built a automatic collection and sorting system with those silos. So basically each lamp indicates that there is a double chest full of the given item, and the bones, I took them all out and transported to the new base, but we have a lot of bows if we needed them. And this was an anvil duper back when those were a thing, so we would press this button and an arrow would shoot, and basically it would renew this anvil here. No longer works, sadly. So here we have enchanting setup again, nothing too fancy, and there are chests, some storage chests here. This is a mini farm that I don't think works, and I emptied the droppers there, or dispensers, but I don't think this setup works anymore. There are better ones now. Okay, so now we enter the Farms of Sorrow. Was there a sword here? No. Okay. The Farms of Sorrow. So basically we are at Y12. So yeah, at least 1,000 suicide thoughts were fought while putting those animals in their pens. It was such a pain. I had to guide them through this portal and yeah, just squeeze them through a tiny hole here and start breeding them. It was awful. So, but we got them here, cause of pointless effort and pigs of frustration. And I think here we have the Harvester of Sorrow, yes. And very edgy. Okay, and we would just kill those animals with the plants that we grew here using the bone meal from the farm. So this is like an all-in-one setup. Very, very efficient, or was efficient back when it worked. But I really liked working on this, except for the animals, of course. But it's still a nice area. I don't really use it anymore, but it's nice. But the nicest thing about this area is that when we go out, and this is a glitched portal, if we go back inside, it actually links to a portal back in the copper mine, not in the skeleton farm. So this is a way of quickly traveling, but it also creates a problem where the minecarts do come back. So when we rode there, we had to jump out quickly and the minecarts just come back. So this is a one-way railroad. Okay, I think we're ready to visit the new area. Actually, no, we'll see another area briefly because it's smaller. I didn't do that much work in it, and it's basically a worse version of what we have now of the new base, but it's still worth seeing, I think. So this is again one of the older parts of the world. So let's just jump over here through this tunnel that looks pretty nasty, and we arrive. Oh, this is a hole. I punched out a hole through the bedrock using the dark oak trick back when it worked, and now we have an entrance to the nether roof. And also that's my spot for killing withers. I found this specific, bedrock pattern for killing withers, and I sometimes do it there if I don't feel like fighting. Okay, so we arrive at another hut with a secret entrance through the painting there. We have a small storage thing and smelting room up here. Nothing too fancy. And if we go outside, I could show you the exterior of this building, which is pretty unique, let's say. So while building this, I thought I would try something different, something new, and I went for a very, let's say, flamboyant style of building, and I'm kind of torn as to how it turned out. I'm part way between it looks awesome and super detailed, and it looks like I exploded a decent looking house and this is just the remains, like the debris. But this is danger, pig zombies, portal hut. Yeah, this is the portal hut. So we have a portal hut here in a small village in a plains area, and as you can see, it's all lit up and it has a border fence around it, or a border wall. So here in the distance we see looming the biggest project that I started back when I was playing in the early versions, but unfortunately this project was never finished. So this is an iron titan farm, I think, because back in the day you could build those crazy efficient iron farms, just a small reed farm here, crazy efficient iron farms using hundreds of doors and overlapping villages, and that's what I built here. So here we have the doors. Well, let's see, it's better here. Yeah, all the doors here, and up there I think there's another layer of doors, and I got the villagers there and everything, and I think it just needed to place a couple more platforms here in the middle for it to work fully, or maybe some more doors. But anyway, basically that's the point when I quit this world, because I just got bored of this project. It took up too much time, and in the end we only got 2 iron ingots, which I took out because I was greedy and I wanted to bring every resource to the new base. So actually we'll take that. To come to think about it, something else? Yeah, we'll take this. And ice? No, we don't need ice. Something else useful. Oh, iron! I didn't notice this back when I was here earlier. Okay, that's pretty good. Have a stack of pistons. I'll take that. So it's getting dark, so we'll try to sleep in the portal hut, and then finally we will visit the new base. So we're back at the junction, and now instead of going that way, we will go this way. And this is a much better tunnel because it's wider and it has a boat system. That's right, super speed. And I really need some sort of a nether hub and also better looking tunnels, because these just look hideous. So we drop down here, And here we have some stray cats. Come here. Oh. Okay, you can leave. Some stray cats and a iron golem to protect me from the pigmen, and a portal to the new base. Finally, we'll get to see it in all of its glory. So this is something I'm really proud of. I spent a lot of time working here on the various builds. So this is the main square, the city square. I built this horse statue and added the beacons underground. We are still missing one beacon. I'm yet to farm up some skulls. But basically this is the main area, and let's go through it one by one. So this is the Hall of Progress, our main base. So we start up over here and we enter the Hall of Progress, which isn't fully loading. What is up with that? Come on. Okay. So basically we have all 13 of the new villager professions lined up here with the names, the first 2 letters of their profession names up here on the banners, and they all have their proper stations, and some have a bit of decoration, I think. Oh no, I took out the flower pots because they couldn't pathfind around to their workstations because of the flower pots. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. And over on this right side we have all 16 color of sheep. Actually there's 12, so you may be wondering where are the other sheep. I thought they just looked worse. They were pretty ugly. So there is a hidden area here with the uglier sheep, so that we can there are 11 colorful ones, yeah. So that we could just keep this nice rainbow over here, and we have all the chests with the wool here, and it is an automatic sheep farm. So there are dispensers behind the banners, and they shear the sheep a couple of times a day, and yeah, it's providing us with a decent amount of wool. Not that we really need it, but yeah, that's the farm. This is a little hidden entrance to the base also, and we will need it, and I will show you why in a second. But if we step on this carpet, we have a quick ice-based travel system, and here is the main storage. So yeah, I have lined everything up here. We have Pagliacci, the color changing sheep here, and our place for our donkey, or our mule rather, and some bulk storage here also in these chests. So yeah, just what didn't fit in there went here. And if we go upstairs, we have our bedroom with a bell. Also, if you didn't notice, these are bells here over the pens. So, oh, they're panicking because I rang the bell. It's okay, guys, there's no raid. I spent so many emeralds. Basically all of my emerald stash went on these bells because I thought they looked neat between there. So just for a decorational detail, I spent all these emeralds. I don't know if it was a good decision. So this is the entrance to the roof, but we will look around the building in a little moment. Right now, let's check out some other features. So this is the enchanting room here. And we also have a back door here. And if we step here and press this button, we enter the basement. So this needs a lot of polish, but we have some redstone components in the walls basically, so I have to kind of build around them. And also this is a zombie spawner, which we happen to have right under our base, which is pretty lucky. And yeah, we can trigger the lamps like this, and basically the zombies go here and drown here in this water. I built this before I found out you couldn't get tridents from the drowned zombies, so I built this zombie farm or drowned farm, which is pretty useless to me actually, because we just get rotten flesh, which we don't need. So in the future we have to build a proper trident farm, not that I know how to get tridents. And here we have a whole lot of redstone. So what is this about? Well, for that we'll have to wait till nighttime. But let's come back to the main area and go out on the city square. So this place and this whole area is called Testifi, California, and it is an industrial town. So maybe I'll tell you a little bit of a backstory, how I built this, and maybe time passes enough so that the sun sets. But anyway, this place right here was formerly a village center, a savannah village center. And basically I settled here and told the villagers to get out. So I moved them all. Some went over here, some went over there, which we will check out in a moment. But I tore down most of their houses or just built new houses on the spots of the old houses, and basically brought the industrial revolution to the peasants. These villagers were living like it was medieval times, so I brought automatization, whatever. I brought machines and redstone and brought the industrial revolution. So this is our banner. Also, this is our sigil of our company, the Ardarion. Why am I saying it like the narrator? Ardarion. The Ardarion company. So, here to the right, we have a smeltery and a nano farm. So, this is the build, and basically this is a smeltery for all kinds of items, but also it is an XP farm. So here you see we have some cacti and carpets, and both of those are duped right here. So we have a cacti duper or a zero tick like growth accelerator, and we have a carpet duper here. So if you turn this on, you see we start getting carpets that are flowing down through there. And yeah, the carpets get funneled to these 23 or 4 furnaces, and it produces dye, which I'm immediately avoiding for this chest, because we already have so much of it. I think these chests are full, and I have a full chest in the base, so yeah, we get plenty of XP from this actually, and it made it possible for me to enchant this whole diamond set of armor in basically no time, because we get so much XP from it. This farm is really good. But if we want to, we can also use it for smelting our own stuff, so we can input better fuel than carpets, and we can input items for smelting. And also, if we go out back, we can see the second area, which I still have to build on the interior for, but this is basically a nano farm, a nano farm, in which you stand here and farm all these different crops. And I brought the bone blocks from the skeleton farm here, so that I can fuel the dispensers. And from the seeds we have 2 composters just to produce some bone meal. Okay, let's go back to the front. And over here. So now let's go there. So here to the building of the smeltery, another building kind of connects. So this other building is the sugarcane refinery, sugarcane farm. Yeah. So here through the windows you can see the sugarcane inside. It's not really a fancy setup. It's running on a clock. It's not a detection system or anything. And basically, very simple. A couple of layers. It produces enough for our needs. Oh, and we actually saw the minecart go down there, pick up all the items, hopefully, and he went on his way. So basically we have an automatic collection system for all of our farms here. So this build here is an iron farm, and we have the killing chamber there, and if we go over here, we see that it's combined with a netherworld farm, which I built only very recently, so it's not wholly planted yet. And if we go here, we have an access ladder to the iron farm area. So this is the very basic 1.14 design. I'm really excited to try out the new designs in the newer updates, which I heard were much more efficient. And we also have some rainbow beds, but you can see that that was the only use for the different colors of wool, just to have a rainbow. Maybe we can, let's see, we only have redstone blocks. Okay. Yeah, so up until that point we ran out of wool there, but yeah, it's a rainbow, believe me. Okay, so we're going on here. I can't really build anything in this area because the iron golems would spawn underneath the beds, and that would ruin the rates of the farm. But yeah. Oh, and also this is an AFK fishing setup that is up to date, so we can AFK here and and a fish, and we don't have anything here right now because I emptied everything. That's right. Yeah, some junk over there. Oh, okay. So it's getting nighttime. It's finally the moon is rising. So let's go over here and maybe we'll catch it. Yes. Did you see that? So, what was that? What was all the redstone underground for? Basically, we have a daylight sensor and a nightlight sensor, a nighttime sensor, which go on a cycle, and whenever the nighttime triggers, it opens up a 11 by 14 concrete piston door. So there is a piston extender underground, and it pushes up all these concrete blocks. So this is 15 blocks wide actually. And this is why this secret entrance is for. Pretty nice, huh? I might add this this sigil of ours here to the pattern because it's pretty bland as it is right now. So that's a quick little project for the future. But actually, let us sleep and lower the door, so yeah, we don't have to go through the secret entrance every time. So this is also a reminder to sleep, because every time the door opens I have a minor lag spike, which I can feel and notice that, oh, it's nighttime, it's time to sleep. So if we run here, maybe we'll catch it. Probably it will lag out, but 3, 2, 1. There we go, perfect timing. Kind of glitchy. Okay, there we go. That's pretty nice, huh? So let's continue here. We still have more stuff to check out there. So we go through here and we go to a wandering trader. Hello. We only have these packs, come on. Do we have anything good? Horn coral. Bucket of tropical fish, yes, we're gonna get that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're kind of collecting buckets of tropical fish in hopes to make an aquarium in the future. I'm pretty excited to get an aquarium. I played a bit on a different world in 1.14 and I got a pretty good looking aquarium. So yeah, I wanna get that too. Maybe we will locate it in the basement. I think that is a fitting area for it. And I also have some pufferfish in buckets and some cod and salmon, so we'll have all kinds of fish, and also I have coral blocks, so we'll make it look really pretty. But give your fish to me. Yes, let's stock up on those and also get those coral blocks. Okay, nice. So this area, which I haven't labeled, is a cake farm. So we have a crafting area over here, and basically all the resources we need for crafting cakes, and we put them here, and yeah, we put eggs here. And I'm gonna expand this in the future. This is gonna be our bakery, so I'm gonna add another building here, and it's gonna have an automatic villager based bread farm. And yeah, we're gonna have a we're gonna have a bakery. So you're probably wondering about the incessant dinging, node block dinging. It's coming from this place. So this is a newly built farm. I didn't build an exterior yet, but basically this is a very simple pumpkin / melon farm with node blocks above the observers. That's why it's making that sound, and I really hope it didn't overflow again. No, we're good. Because sometimes, yeah, the rates are just too fast for the minecart, and yeah, it gets overloaded. So here we have the last of the surviving huts from the village, and we're entering a new area. This is our horse track, which there is still a lot of work to put into this horse track. I wanted to kind of change it up with the road, but yeah, I didn't really have much time to work on it. But basically this basic horse speedometer. So yeah, let's just wait 10 seconds for this to drain, and you step on these pressure plates over here, run through. There's some ticking sound in the background. Run on these plates, And yeah, the timer stops, and we now know that our speed is 28 slime balls, which there is a calculation to count, you know, the blocks per second, but yeah, I'm just remembering the slime blocks, the amount of slime blocks to compare the horses. So this is the exterior of the Hall of Progress. I'm pretty happy with the results. Of course, some of these buildings are rather unpolished still. I would like to add some details to them, but this is basically it. And here we have, I think, the last area that we haven't visited. Oh, we should grab a horse for this. So wait a second, let me grab a horse. Oh, and also this is the track through which the minecart arrives. It goes through here, over there, and up this ladder, and there is a drop-off system over there, which we could see from a window inside the Hall of Progress. So we can, you know, see the minecart unloading all of the items in real time. So let's grab this horse. This is a really good one. And let's go through here, actually, through the proper roads. And over here, make a sharp turn, and we arrive at this place in which we have trapped pandas from a nearby jungle. We have trapped bunnies and a huge dugout perimeter. This took a lot of time to dig out. It was all done manually, and I mean with haste too, obviously, but it was a lot of work still. And down there we have a slime ball farm. So let's just ride over here and drop down. And there isn't really anything fancy down there, just a simple collection system. And yeah, the rates are pretty good, but I would have to AFK in this farm. And also, I don't know, guys, but this bubble stream seems a bit broken for me. Like, this should be quicker, you know, swimming up the stream. And I'm pretty sure all of those are source blocks, so I don't know really what's going on. But you may be wondering why we needed all those cakes from the cake factory, and that's for this. This is a cake ladder. So I was pretty determined, and I basically got a couple of stacks of rotten flesh and ate out all these cakes so that we could have this effect. Amazing. All this work for 2 seconds of entertainment. But yeah, this will be a platform which we will turn into a building pretty soon, and basically we'll transport the items over to this building. So this will be a proper collection system for the slime ranch, and we'll have like 3 pipes with lava coming down there, and I think it will be pretty cool. So yeah, we have golem towers there and everything to improve the rates too, so it's a pretty efficient farm. I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, is there any other area I forgot to check out? I don't think so. I think this is it, guys. This is the entirety of Testifi, California. So yeah, I think I showed you all the buildings. There are a lot of projects that I have in mind, about which I will talk about in a second, but let me just check if I mentioned everything. I think so, yeah. So let's come back to the Hall of Progress and talk about the upcoming projects. So this is the minecart drop-off system. But basically, the projects, yeah. So we still have a couple of farms to do that I wanted to do. We have a general mob farm to build. I just kind of run on the drops from the old one, from the old base. But we really need a proper, efficient general mob farm. We still haven't gotten to that yet, so we need to do that. And there is also a lot of building around the building to do around the base, so we need to do the outer shell for that farm, and for the farms to come I want to add some airships in the air so that it's a bit more interesting. Oh, because I have clouds turned off. That's why. So I think it was in video and details and clouds. Yeah, default. That's why the sky was so plain to me. Okay, so yeah, what else? we have something here called the quest book. So I just started working on it recently, but basically I added a couple of fun challenges that I wanted to do in the game, and I thought would be nice to complete with you guys. So let's just take a look at what sorts of quests we have here. So I already did two of the first ones, like get a maxed out diamond armor and get the glitched pillager banners. This is this stuff over here, yeah. Block Minecraft Pillager banner, which you can only get from breaking the banners at the Pillager outposts. But other than that, we also have some really hard ones, like catch all mob types in the game. I think working on that will be pretty fun. I also have a lot of ideas about this project. And what else? Some are really easy, like feed a cookie to a parrot. I really wanted to do that because I heard it kills them. And some insane technical ones, like generating a pig spawner. It's actually possible to do it in survival Minecraft. I don't know about 1.14, but I know it was possible in the earlier versions, so I'm really curious to check out if we can do it here on our survival series. So, what do you guys think? Is this a good idea to continue on this world or not? If all of you are strongly against the idea, then of course I will start a new world, and you know, just it will take a bit of time to gather all the resources, but after that we are good to go. But if you like this world and you would like me to continue playing on it, just say the word and that's what we will do. And also I've grown pretty fond of it, and yeah, I like working on these projects. I like the look of that we have here. I would like to continue building more industrial buildings. But I think this is where we will end the episode, so I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed seeing the world, and hopefully we will continue seeing it in the upcoming episodes. So yeah, see you in the next one, guys. Bye.
Ardarion says pick at you. Ardarion says don't pick your nose.